So guys, trust Deji. Deji has lost control in this video. He has called out Tinubu, the man who claimed to, support democracy, the man who is a member of the Nadeko group. This Deji, hey, he has finished Tinubu in this video. You need to watch this video. He said even Trump cannot do what Tinubu did in Rivers State. Even Donald Trump. America cannot do what Tinubu's government is doing. So guys, you need to take your time and watch this video to understand what Deji is saying. Tinubu must be regretting why he ever went out to do what he did, imposing a state of emergency, suspending Fubara and replacing Fubara using a very close ally to Wike. All these Nigerians have condemned. Let me allow you to take a look at what Deji has got to say. Take a look.
This man bought a presidential jet without approval till today. He bought, so he has been doing, and this is a Nadeko man who fled the country under Abacha. Nadeko man. He fled the country under Abacha.
And Nadeko, just for our international audience, are a group of people who fought to restore democracy in Nigeria.
And when he was running away, he ran away because of the tyranny of Abacha. But the president cannot just wake up after eating amala and fire them.
Is that what he ate?
I suspect much.
I like amala.
Yes,
I think it's very tasty.
Indeed it is. But he just cannot do this. It will be it's seriously a mockery, because it's like President Trump just waking up and sacking the governor of California.
Yeah, that's a good point. However, we're not in America, we're in Nigeria, as I'm sure you well know.
Yes, our system of government, our constitution, they are alike on issue of the powers of the president.
But that imposition of a state of emergency has now gone to the National Assembly. It's been gazetted, which means that potentially it will become law. If the National Assembly were to muster the 2/3 majority in favor of the president, that would essentially be it, wouldn't it?
But this is to tell you that this president does not believe in rule of law. Today, look at the thing that he's doing. Another very fascinating thing is that this man has been consistently saying things like this: you cannot declare state of emergency, you cannot remove a governor. He condemned Obasanjo.
Yeah, he did say it in the past.
He even condemned Goodluck Jonathan that declared state of emergency, but he didn't remove the governor. Now he has come on board. Not only has he declared a state of emergency, he has also removed the governor. He has suspended the governor from office. The president cannot suspend the governor. That's what we are saying. Section 305 of the Constitution, that talks about issues of state of emergency. Yes, we consider the president has constitutional powers to declare state of emergency, but there are condition precedents in that section. There are provisos in that section that says, times of war, breakdown law and order, natural disasters, maybe like COVID, then other issues that have already been encapsulated in that section. None of those issues have arisen in the instant case. There is no breakdown of any law and order in Rivers State. And again, if we were even being truthful, what the president should have done was to call for an investigation into the bombing of the pipeline. I mean, Wike should be the number one prime target of the person to be investigated.
Yes, and Wike is a minister of
minister
who is the person
of FCT,
who is locked in political conflict with the governor.
Yes, he's the person who is likely to benefit. He's the person who is likely to benefit.
Okay,
there is political instability in Rivers State.
Let me ask you this.
And he's the person benefiting now.
Because, I mean, we have to move on a practical level. I mean, I understand the points that you're making, but practically speaking, that issue has been sent to the National Assembly. The National Assembly now has to vote on it, and if he gets 2/3 majority, it'll pass, and essentially that state of emergency would have been imposed. Shouldn't you and all the other lawyers and rights activists be at the National Assembly lobbying lawmakers? Because that's where it's all going to go down, isn't it? On a practical level. I mean, it's not going to go down, even though it's important to enlighten people, it won't go down in this television studio. I mean, you need to be lobbying them, as I'm sure the president's men and women are lobbying the people in the National Assembly.
Why go lobby Godswill Akpabio and these people? Whatever the president wants with them, he will get it. They've said it. They said anything the president wants is what they want. Now, the president doesn't even want them. The president does not even need them. The president has done it. He has already sworn in a governor in Rivers State. Who needs National Assembly? The president doesn't need them. He doesn't need them for anything. All they'll be trying to do now is to do eye service to please the president. But the president has, by his action, has shown that I don't need you people for anything. The president does not need them. If I were in their shoes, there's no need to deliberate any issue. The deed has been done.
Well, we've had
soldiers surrounded Rivers State Government House yesterday night. Surrounded the governor.
Yeah, well,
Governor Sim Fubara.
To be fair,
Governor Sim Fubara is still the governor of Rivers State as of today, constitutionally speaking.
Right.
What Governor Sim Fubara needs to do is, both Governor Sim Fubara and the Rivers State government should approach the Supreme Court.
Right.
For
interpretation. I was going to ask you, because I mean, let me just clarify some points. To be fair, our reporter went to Government House, and that there were no soldiers surrounding Government House, but I wanted
there are news reports to this effect.
Yeah, there were reports.
There are news reports
but
to this
those
effect.
Reports were not
news
verified.
Reports to this effect.
I don't know if they've gone there today.
The soldiers surrounded the Government House. And so the governor should go to approach the Supreme Court to ask the Supreme Court whether the president has the power to remove him.
That's what I was going to ask.
Whether the president has the power to remove him via a press conference.
That's what I was going to ask you, because you are among, I mean, the Nigerian Bar Association, opposition parties have all challenged this decision to impose a state of emergency. I was going to ask you, can you still go to court after the National Assembly has made a decision?
You see, you cannot cry more than the bereaved. The bereaved in the instant case is Governor Sim Fubara, the governor of Rivers State. He should go to court.
Right.
He should go and challenge the unconstitutional act of the president. The president does not have the power. We all know. Even the president knows that he does not have the power to remove the governor via the press conference. Because it's like synonymous to say, and this was the same man who was condemning, you remember, he was condemning the anti-democratic issues in Mali and the neighboring states just recently. And he's doing same. You cannot deepen democracy by attacking democratic institutions. It makes no sense that these are people that were elected just like you. It's like somebody sitting somewhere doing a press conference to remove the vice president from office or to remove President Tinubu from office. It will be unacceptable. It does not matter who is affected. The most important thing is that when the wrong thing is done, everybody, because it's not about Simfo, it's not about Rivers State, it's about that if this is allowed, if this is permitted, it becomes a bad precedent. The idea that, Obasanjo did it, those were unconstitutional acts. We were just coming out of the military. Obasanjo had a military mentality. They were doing these unconstitutional things. But Nigeria has gone beyond. After all, state of emergency was declared under the Goodluck Jonathan. But the governor was not suspended or removed from office. So it
was a different situation there, wasn't it?
In fact, this situation is not even up to that one.
Right.
And the provision for removing the governor is there in the Constitution. Section 188 of the Constitution. If you want to remove the governor, impeach him. Or the governor can be removed via the proceedings in court, either pre-election or post-election issues.
Okay.
But none of those issues or instances have arisen on Rivers, and the president has removed him. And not only has the president removed him, the president now we are hearing that after the removal, they have ordered that Rivers resources and funds should be released to the new governor, or should I say administrator. Come on, we know what is going on here.
So what's your final word on this, beyond sort of, I mean, the fact that, because as I said, there are things that are in the pipeline that nobody can stop. I mean, it's gone to the National Assembly. If it is ratified by the National Assembly, it becomes essentially law. And then what happens after that? Potentially, the aggrieved party, if there is one, can challenge it in the Supreme Court, but purely for a constitutional interpretation.
You see, the president must know that there's nothing that Wike is doing to him or telling him today that will be remembered for posterity's sake. The person that will be remembered for all these unconstitutional acts is the president. The president must stop continually listening to people that are giving him bad advice. People are watching. The Americans, the Europeans, everybody is watching and wondering what is wrong with this man. Even the children are watching. His kids are watching. You have stood against this president. Is someone who has been consistent to be saying anti-democratic steps are wrong. You have stood against things like this in the past. You have condemned them. Why all of a sudden are you doing the same thing that you have condemned?
Okay.
And why the president can reverse some of these steps And if he reverses them, it will be a plus for him. And there's nothing wrong in saying, oh, I was ill-advised, I made a poor judgment on this particular issue, and I'm reconsidering. Oh, after careful understanding of what is going on, in 2 weeks, in a week's time, and the president...
we're going to be watching that space very close.
So guys, at this time, it appears we've lost it as a country. The National Assembly is mum. They are quiet over the removal of Fubara, over the state of emergency in Rivers. The National Assembly is just silent, even though they had a plenary yesterday, but they did not even comment on this. They've not told the public their stance. They can't talk. How would they talk? Because they have no constitutional backing. You know, for Tinubu to remove Fubara, state of emergency declared, there is no constitutional backing. So the National Assembly, who is the one creating laws, proposing bills for us, they don't even know how to manage this situation, and they've ended up going silent. It's so shameful to see that Nigeria is where it is today because some group of people think it is their father's business. These are politicians who have no other job. Many of them, they've closed down. Assuming like Akpabio, I think he's a doctor. Tell me when last he practiced. They've all left their practices, you know, to go into politics, and they are not leaving politics anytime soon. People like Wike that started from being a local government chairman. Now he's the minister of the FCT. Still, tomorrow he will tell he wants to run for president. Or despite the rottenness of their characters, you still see some Nigerians that will be queuing behind them. So guys, we don't even know what to say about this state of emergency in Rivers State, because guess what? The Constitution does not back it. The Constitution does not back it. Tinubu just went outright. Possibly he's just following Wike's advice. Tinubu following Wike's advice, you know, not the advice of the Constitution, not the advice of patriotic Nigerians. Wike's advice. For you to just come out because you feel you are the president, because you think you can just say anything and it will be upheld by the Attorney General. The Attorney General has come out to say that Tinubu has the right to do anything he wants to do. No constitutional backup. He just said verbally. Nigeria is not a democratic country. There is no democracy in this nation, and we must know that. When Niger and other countries, you know, experience coup, people like Tinubu, they condemned it. Now there is a coup going on in Rivers State. A governor has been removed, state of emergency declared. You tell me that's not a coup? It's a coup. And that is why Nigerians have to speak up. It's so shameful that prominent Nigerians are all silent because of the power that be, because of the presidency. They don't want to offend Tinubu. That is why you must swallow the hard truth. You don't want to say anything against the government of the day. That is why you cannot air your view as to what is wrong in this country and what is not being done well under the Tinubu's government. It's so sad that we are where we are today. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell. Please give this video a like so that YouTube can recommend it to others, and drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you.